Supreme Being, everyone. It's a little unexpected video for me. Just sharing some thoughts. It was actually Andrew who was supposed to put up a video tonight. But he doesn't feel up to this, even though he has the video ready and he had the very deep desire. But he just doesn't feel it at his best right now. And I don't know how you feel about your twin flame. There's some people who share negative thoughts about their twin flames at some point after, running after each other and having lots of difficulties in connecting and whatever. But I just cannot imagine feeling good when Andre is not feeling good, And I know it is the same for him. We are so deeply connected from the very first moment that we saw each other on Facebook that I could never imagine even a part of my being feeling good when he is not feeling at peace. And he feels exactly the same way for me. I've been having trouble sleeping at the beginning of this year for several months in a row. And guess what? He was not sleeping together with me because he was just feeling my soul. And maybe you have watched him share his experience one time when we had a small fight and he went to sleep on the sofa. I was in the bed, and then he heard my Kundalini calling him to come back to me. That was really the deep desire of my soul as well. My heart always cries very deeply when, for one or another reason, we are not really understanding each other, because with time we realize that all the times when we had some kind of negative emotions in our connection, it was because of misunderstanding. And it was because of stupid misunderstandings, and most of the times it was because of the English language. For both of us, English is not our native language. And I spent some time abroad. I met many different people, so I spoke better English at some point, and then a little bit more spoiled English, depending on the people I was connected with. And he learned English primarily from the TV. He was very little when he learned English, all by himself. And I can tell you that Andre is a very well self-educated person, and I have very high respect for him regarding this, because whatever he is interested in, whatever topic he is into, he would go and scrutinize it, and he would not share anything on something that he's not sure of, that he didn't really go deep into. I'm not talking about the spiritual, because that's something else. We really have to go more with the intuition. But things like, which are include more the mind, because we are here to use also the mind. Let's be honest, we are here to use every single part of ourselves. And so I could never imagine, um, you know, leaving him to suffer by himself and not being there for him. And I see, we have been seeing with him and observing other couples and things that have been coming out, like truths from the past, let's say, things that we didn't know about in both our families, and other things around us from other people. And we start to understand that not many people are like us. It really is a very different disconnection. You know, I never ever felt with anybody else in this way. And even though we have said that a million times, I just wanted to share with you tonight how deeply I feel his soul. And it is not just love, I love every single cell of him. And this connection is so deep that I really feel, sometimes we actually feel it together, that we are just one human being. We have such moments that he would feel pain somewhere and I would feel it too, or I would feel pain somewhere and he would feel it too. And I know that this is not just love, this is something else. It's more like understanding your other side, the part that you are hiding from this world. And many couples out there, actually the majority of the population, unfortunately, there are some very beautiful couples as well, but most of the people, they just look like they are okay with each other, that they have something very deep. And indeed they may have something very deep, but at the same time they do have a lot of grudges for each other. And whatever small grudges we had with each other, with Andre, we are always working on understanding ourselves at every single level. I really want to understand the depth of his soul, because I know that he is the hidden part of me and I am the hidden part of him. We, as a matter of fact, are very much alike. We had a lot of similarities in our childhood, even though the circumstances were quite different. They seem different, but as a matter of fact, they were quite similar. We both have and have had many similar experiences. And this really brings another part of us together. And because of all the things we went through, we really want to go further and understand very deeply how we feel, how the other one feels. And we think we understand people, we think we can feel what they're feeling, but most of the times this is very far from the truth. It has nothing to do with the reality and what exactly the other person is feeling. And it comes a certain moment when if we really wish to understand a certain state, it will be given to us to understand it. You know, I experienced some very deep moments after Kundalini came out of my crown chakra about 2 years. Yeah, it's already 2 years ago. And at the very beginning, it was very hard because it was putting me this whole journey into states of accepting that I could have been this and that and a very bad person, for example, in a previous lifetime. But not only just to accept it, I really experienced it. You know, I really was these people, even though eventually I realized that I was not exactly these specific people, but I am sure I had all kind of experiences, and good and bad, and I'm not sorry for that, even though I don't justify if I had done something bad to someone. But we are here on earth as well as it's a very big theater here, and we are here to play. So we have to accept this also. That's a part of the game. And as serious life can be here on earth, we should not take it too serious as well, too deep. It is a very big experiment. The reality here, how things are presented and how they're given to us, and we're coming exactly to experience this part. As a matter of fact, me and Andre, we are one being, but we came here to experience what it feels like, the duality, to be separated. And this is actually the part that really hurts sometimes, because the separation is like splitting of the mind. You know what the system and technologies are doing to us. Generally, everything around us is putting us on the duality, and this is what is making us believe and really perceive it, that we are separate from each other. But in reality, we are not. We are just one. Unfortunately, it is very difficult for the human mind to put this together. What we can do is we can practice. We can practice to merge with the other, and in this way we can experience in a certain way what exactly they're feeling. But until we don't feel it for ourselves, we don't experience it, doesn't come to our experience, we do not perceive something to the maximum. It really has to come into our consciousness, into each cell of ours. And then we can tell for sure, I was there, I was this feeling, and I was this person, and I know how it feels. But only then. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You'd be like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. But if you feel like I feel, please let me know that it's real. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. But on the way that I said, there's nothing else to compare. The sight of you leaves me weak. There are no words left to speak. And if you feel like I feel, please let me know that it's real. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you.